There are many lineages of yoga, and the one that I practice and am trained in as an instructor is ashtanga yoga. This type of yoga focuses on something called the 8 limbs of yoga, or yoga threads. We're going to be talking today about the yogic moral commandments that this style of yoga encompasses. These yogic moral commandments are split under 2 umbrellas called the Yamas and the Niyamas, and each one has 5 different ethical guides, if you will. Today we're going to be focusing on the Yamas and the 5 that are underneath that umbrella. Next week we're going to be going into the 5 under the Niyama umbrella, so stay tuned. What's up, Omis? Kinga here from KingaGorski.com, and I'm so excited to dive into the Yamas with you today. The reason that this is important is, we all want to be considered good, kind people, but human nature, we have to explore, I think, the dark side as well as the light side, and really be propelled to do good in this world. It's easy to get caught up into peer pressure, gossip, and all those things. How is it that we're going to stay true to who we are and be just good kinds of people? So that's where these moral commandments come in, and it's always nice to have a refresher of them. Really remind yourself why you're staying true to them and to treat unto others as you would do unto yourself. So Yamas basically fall under the self-restraint category of basically don't do these. And these commandments refer to your relationship not only with others but also to yourself. The first yama we're going to talk about is Asteya, meaning non-stealing. So of course that includes not stealing material possessions from someone else, especially because it comes from an energy of lack and not of abundance of the universe. But it also means not stealing of other people's time, of other people's energy, and other people's ideas. In regards to the time, if someone's really generous and maybe too polite and giving of their time and their resources and their energy, and maybe they're, too shy to say something, we don't want to be people who take advantage of that for our own personal gain. Stealing of ideas is just as clear, I think, as not stealing of material possessions, just respecting other people's property in all aspects and just knowing that there is enough to go around and enough within us to be fulfilled. The second yama is ahimsa, and that is non-violence. So himsa means to cause pain, ahimsa is to not cause pain. Some texts describe this as non-killing, which obviously that is included, but it does expand further into non-violence in terms of hurting people with your words, even with your thoughts, and of course with your actions. There are so many different ways that we can hurt someone or be even complacent in someone else hurting somebody else. That means that maybe we don't speak up when we know someone else is treating someone poorly or unfairly. It's hard to be the bigger person and to be that individual that stands up for what is right and to use their voice. It can absolutely be scary, but it's really important to just have integrity and build up personal strength, speak up for what's right, don't cause harm to other people by thinking negatively about them, of course by gossiping and getting caught up in that, speaking poorly not only about your friends, family, colleagues, teachers, or even other lineages of yoga. Just being really kind and respectful, not causing violence in any form. The next yama is satya, of truthfulness. It is so important to tell the truth. I know some of these might seem on the mild side or kind of obvious, but they're hard to perfect, and that includes little white lies. Not lying about your experience, not lying about obviously really bigger, deep-rooted issues, being open and honest in your communication with your loved ones and in interviews and with strangers and with your students if you're a teacher, not inflating your skills and your training and your experience and your abilities. It's okay to admit that you make mistakes and that you are human. Being truthful can really, really go a long way. The fourth yama is Brahmacharya, which is continence or celibacy. So yes, it is of restraint of that sexual energy, but it's also of non-excess. So living within our means, finding that middle ground to walk without overindulging. This means not taking more than our fair share in regards to food, to living necessities, to, again, time or energy of other people. And the fifth and final yama, which also can be translated in a couple different ways, one would be not accepting gifts, but more broadly, it's non-greed and not hoarding. Again, just not taking more than what we need or that we can make proper use of. Aparigraha also extends to non-coveting. So that includes not only greed, but envy, jealousy of other people. It's so easy, especially in this good old day and age of social media, which really can be a wonderful tool, but it can also lead you deep down into the very terrible comparison trap vortex. It's so easy to look at someone's feed or page of all the things that they have of their Insta perfect life and wondering, why can't I have that? Why can't I be that? And knowing that if it's always something out there for you to achieve or have or be or do, then what you have and are right now will never seem like it's enough. And so to find contentment with everything that you have here in this moment, not having those coveted thoughts of what other people have or are, it allows you to just be more fulfilled and satisfied with where you are now, and it's a far better way to live. So to recap, the 5 yamas are Ahimsa, non-violence, Satya, truthfulness, Asteya, non-stealing, Brahmacharya, non-excess, and Aparigraha, non-possessiveness, or not being greedy or envious. I'd love to know which of these yamas resonates the most with you, either that you'd like to put more focus on or add some more improvement toward, and focusing on just garnering that more in your own life. There's always room to grow and flourish. Leave it in the comments below. I'm so interested to see what you guys are going to put down there. If you haven't already done so, you can grab my free meditation and breathwork toolkit. It's linked in the description below. It's a quick 5 minutes out of your day to just get grounded. You can even use one of these yamas that we just talked about as a type of mantra in your meditation, or even just focus on the breath. Again, it's totally free, so you can find that in the link below. If you found this information interesting, educational, informative, please be sure to give this video a like below. Subscribe to my channel. It really warms my heart just knowing how many of you are just on your own path to wellness, and that I may be a small part in guiding you on your way. And finally, most importantly, I would love if you could share this video out, because who really couldn't benefit from a better ethical and moral code? Am I right? Am I right? As always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next week when we cover the 5 niyamas. I'll see you then.